Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing another pick a card. So following on with the Halloween themed pick a cards, we are taking a look at the ghost of you. We're taking a look at what they still hold on to now that you are gone. What is it that they're holding on to? So you can apply this to whoever you'd like, whether it's a friend, a partner, a family member, anyone like that, an acquaintance. And we're just going to be seeing, you know, when people still think of you, what are they holding on to? What are they still holding out for? What are they thinking about? What image of you are they still holding on to, and why are they still holding on to it? That's what we're going to be taking a look at. So we have 4 cards instead of piles to choose from. So pile number 1 is the gem. Pile number 2 is the comet. Pile number 3 is the balance card, and pile number 4 is jester. So see which card you were drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as usual, and I will see you guys at your timestamps. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at the ghost of you, what they still hold on to now that you are gone. So you guys chose the gem. First off, I want to say with you guys choosing this card, I feel like whoever you're asking about, there's almost this feeling of like, there's like guilt or shame, because it's like when I look at this card with the gem and I'm looking at the green, and the green's connected to the heart chakra, there is a purity. Some of you guys may be very open with your emotions. So if you're hurt, you know, you let people know. If you're upset, you let people know. If you're going to cry, you're just going to cry. Like, you're very open with it. There's a level of, at least how this person views you, like there's a level of purity that maybe they didn't see before. Or maybe they did, but it's almost like I don't know how much time has passed since you were in this person's life, but there's this reference of like, I didn't realize how like pure-hearted you were. I didn't realize how sweet you were. I didn't realize how, there's a feeling of like how soft you were, but I think maybe the way that this person could have viewed you before is somebody that was a bit harder, or somebody that didn't really give a F, or was like maybe playing a game with them or something like that. Because there's this feeling of like, oh, I didn't like, I feel guilty. Like, that's the feeling that I'm being put in. It's like guilt. It's like, I know I shouldn't have done that. Like, nothing could have warranted that, or I just shouldn't have done that, or it could have been tit for tat, but I do feel like it's almost like I'm looking to you, or I'm hearing you, or I'm seeing you about, and I just feel a level of guilt. We're going to get into what that is, but there's also a reference here as well. Like, when we look at the gem here, and I'm thinking of like crystals, like somebody could have a really expensive crystal in their possession, but they might not believe in crystals. They might not understand the magnitude of what a crystal is, so they could just think it's like a random rock and like not really care much for it, and then end up losing it. And then they could go through a spiritual awakening and realize, oh my god, like crystals, there's such a deeper meaning, like there's so much to them, and understand the weight, and then go, oh, where's that crystal gone? Oh wait, it's gone. And it's only until I lost it did I really understand the weight of it, and understand the many different sides. Because when we look at a diamond here, like they have many different sides, so there's almost like I didn't see, it's almost like to understand your capacity I had to zoom out to understand all that you were. But in doing that then comes a level of guilt in some way. So I feel like maybe when this person was in your life, they may not have, like, they may have felt like, oh, this person's just going to crack on with it, or this person's just going to get over it, this person, like, whatever, like, they just do their own thing, or this person, like, they don't care, like, they're hard, they're not tapped into their emotions like that. But then, you know, zooming out, actually you do care, you care a lot, and actually you are sensitive. And I think this person didn't see those qualities when they were in your life, or just kind of took them for granted, or maybe they weren't connected to their own emotions like that, so they didn't see yours. And I feel like there's this feeling of zooming out, which makes me feel like I'm far away and I'm looking, and now I'm seeing that there's more, and there's feelings, and it's like it's stirring up an uncomfortable feeling in me, because it's kind of like a sadness, or like a guilt, like a, oh, I feel a bit ashamed. So you may have like argued with this person could have done you wrong. Yeah, pile number 1, please. I keep seeing somebody crying, so I don't know if somebody's like made you cry, because I feel like, Or you just could like be somebody that, like, I'm like this, I'll get emotional over like the littlest things. Like I'll see a bird playing in the garden, I'll start crying, you know, like I just do that a lot. If I'm really happy, I cry. So you could be just somebody that expresses your emotions like that and cries, because I see somebody viewing you or hearing you, or this, or just knowing that you would have cried. Like there's something like that where I'm like, oh, I feel bad, like I feel bad. Yeah. Pile number 1, the ghost of my pile number 1s. What do people hold on to? What does this person hold on to? Sorry. Some of you might be watching this generally for me to say that, but what does this person hold on to now that they're gone? Six of Cups. Pile number, oh, Justice. Interesting. If you haven't spoken to this person and this person did genuinely do you wrong, I do feel like they thought of apologizing. The Hermit. I do feel like they thought of apologizing. Like, you've definitely been on their minds like that. Pile number 1. The Empress. There's almost this feeling like you're, the Hanged Man. I'm hearing Happier by Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know the lyrics that well. We have the Hanged Man at the back of the deck. Okay, the Six of Cups, Justice, the Hermit, the Empress. There's almost this feeling of like this person's doing much better without me around. I do feel this person tries to avoid, you know, when I say like checking up on social media and stuff, I do feel like this person tries to avoid that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that they have never done that. You're showing up in their energy with 3 major arcanas here, and actually 4 if we're taking the back of the deck into consideration as well. Like, you are definitely somebody that is, I wouldn't say prominent in every day, but I do feel like your purpose in this person's life, or like what you did mean to this person, I do feel like you really did mean something to this person, even if you don't feel like you did. This person does like to bury their head in the sand, and this person likes to run. Like, this person likes to run maybe from responsibilities, and there's somebody as well that doesn't take a lot of leaps of faith either. Like, I don't see this person taking a lot of leaps, so I feel like this person does lack a bit of courage, and I do feel like this person moves logically a lot of the time, like what would be better logically. And I do feel like this person has come to, or I feel like they battle a decision, but I feel like when they do think of you, there's almost this feeling of like, what would they want with me now? They're doing better without me. And whenever I think of that, I'm hearing Olivia Rodrigo's song Happier. So it's like, they definitely be doing better without me, or why would they want me in their life now? Because there's almost this feeling of like this, I don't know if this person has anxiety, or this person's just like extremely self-aware and thinks a lot. Because there's this feeling of like, if I was to pop back up and crop back up now, like, I don't know why I want to say the word cliche, like that would be so cliche of me to just come back around and be like, oh, I'm sorry, like it's almost like I'm playing into what they said that I am, or I'm playing into, like, I know this is wrong, like I know that I shouldn't have done that, so it's almost like I want to keep my distance. It's like, I know I did wrong, I'm just going to try and do better elsewhere. There's this just kind of logical sense of like, it's probably better for me and it's probably better for that person, and I don't think that person would want to hear from me anyway. There's kind of this feeling of like, I think I should step away, but there is still like a lot of love held with this Six of Cups and Justice. I don't feel like this person's fully over the situation, because there's a lot of like, I want to apologize because I know it's the right thing to do. I want to explain something to you because I know it's the right thing to do. I want to let you know my feelings, or why something went like this or why something went like that, because I know it's the right thing to do. But then at the same time, it's almost like I'm conflicted, because it's like, what would you gain? What would I gain? Like, would you care I'm hearing I'd get a mouthful, meaning like they might have a go at me, like they may be angry with me. And there's a strong reference to you guys being the Empress of like, you're doing better without. A lot of Olivia Rodrigo coming through. I'm hearing good for you. It looks like, what did she say? Good for you. You look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you. You're doing better than without me. Baby, God, I wish that I could do that. Like there's that. I don't know if you listen to a lot of Olivia Rodrigo or they do, but that's what's coming through. Yeah, there's they kind of feel like you're doing better. It's just like best when they're not around. It's almost like you're flourishing when they're not around. You seem happier when they're not around. And you could be literally in a relationship, and that's where this feeling could be coming from. Like they're better with someone else, or even if they're not aware if you're in a relationship, they could think that, because there's a reference of like, oh, they probably in a relationship, or they're probably doing better. And it's almost like, what could I bring to, like with this Six of Cups, it's like, what could I even say, or what could I bring? Like, I know I did wrong, so it's almost like I'm being shown like a block, like a big block of concrete, and it's just like, I may as well stay over this side of the rock. Do you get what I mean? Like, I caused the tower to fall down, I may as well stay over here. It's just better for me to do that and just kind of just keep going down my path. That's what I'm picking up here. But I do feel like this person does go over the situation. I probably will pull some more, to be honest with you, because I want to see what they may be going over. But there's a lot of, I don't know, there's maybe like an instance of how things went where it's like, why did it go like that? How did it go like that? And I think this person's kind of gone around the merry-go-round with that. And I do feel like this person does show signs of remorse, because I feel like they do beat themselves up inwardly. I don't think outwardly they've taken responsibility, because I don't think they like the feeling that comes with it. But I think inwardly there is a lot of like, oh, I know I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said this. But it's like, it's within. Like, this isn't being voiced. I'm not telling anyone I feel this way. This is all coming from within. Like, this is how I'm feeling. But if you ever wanted to know if whatever this person did, if they are sorry for it, they are. And they do still hold you in a high regard. Like, they do. I don't know what that bang was. I don't know what that was. Was that me? I have no idea. But yeah, I feel like that there is a level of remorse, there is a level of understanding, and I feel like with the Hanged Man, this person almost feels like with the Hanged Man at the back of the deck, it's like, it's almost like I'm waiting for the universe, or I'm waiting for spirit, or I'm waiting for time to put us back on each other's paths. And it's like, then I would 100% reach out, or then I would 100% apologize. But like, life, that's not happening right now. Like, my life's here, and I almost feel like two paths are just going further and further apart, and they're kind of aware of it. So it's just kind of like, I'm waiting for the pendulum to swing back, but it doesn't seem to be swinging back in your direction. So I don't know, maybe they could be waiting for, like, you could be in a relationship and they could be like, oh, you know, this person's in a relationship. Or it could be the other way around, where they're in a relationship. And it's just like, I don't know, there's just a feeling of that, like, I don't know how. And I feel like as time goes on, the paths just separate further. So it's like, I don't know what else. Can you give me anything else in regards to how they feel about my pile number ones, or what are they holding on to about my pile number ones? What are they holding on to? I feel like what they're holding on to is a level of an apology, or an explanation. Like, there's things I feel that they might not have said that they would like to say, and because of that, it's still in their energy field. It's like, I want to get something across. I want to let somebody know something. I don't think they like that you'd see them in a bad light. Pile number 1. We have the Ace of Wands. I feel like in regards to like an apology or an explanation, I feel like this person's thought about it a few times. Like, this person could have wrote out a text and just not sent it. This person could have just thought in their brain, like, I could say this, I could say that. I don't think it's all the time. This isn't ever present in their energy. I don't think this is every day. I wouldn't even say this is every week. I just think when you do cross their mind and those feelings come up, this is what happens. This person seems like the type to just get their head down and just carry on. Like, that's how this person feels, very logical and just very grounded, and it's just like, it is what it is, but these feelings are still here. Pile number, I'm hearing Eminem's song Cinderella Man, where he sings If I Had a Time Machine. So this person may wish they could go back and do things differently, or they wish they could go back. It's almost like I'm playing out the scenario, but I'm getting a different outcome. Like, I'm going back to a time period and I'm playing something out different so that there is a completely different outcome there. So they may think about that, or like fantasize about that, or just like at night, you know, when everything's dark and quiet, that may pop into their head. Pile number, this person's mind is always on to the next, or on to like making more money, or making more making big decisions, or like they could have like they could be focused on like a family, or they could be focused on a relationship, or they could have a child, or you know, that there's something about like, I'm focused on this, like this is where it's almost like duty, like this is where my energy is, but like things should have gone differently. Pile number 1, Knave of Swords, okay. And the back of the deck we have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is still having like a bittersweet kind of disappointment in regards to how the situation went, in regards to, you know, maybe what was said, or how they played their cards, or how the cards are just played in general. There is definitely a bittersweet. There is a feeling of like, that could have gone different, you know. Like with the Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Cups, it's like, I still had hopes for this. So I still had there was a pathway that I had mapped out, and it didn't go that way. Like, I still had hopes for this, I still had this, I still had that. So that's still in their energy, and I don't think that they feel into it too much. And when they do, I think that's what creates the kind of anxiety of like, well, what could I even say? I don't even think they'd want to talk to me. That's where it is. And that's where you linger then, because it's like a story that wasn't told, or like a story that never got a proper ending, or a story that you know how just in life in general, like, we all have ghosts, we all have situations that didn't play out the way we wanted it to, we all have, you know, relationships that didn't end the way that we wanted it to. Like, we all have that. I think that's how you play out as the ghost in their life, like an opportunity that never came to be, or like an ending, or a situation that just didn't go the way that they wanted it to. And it's like, if I could go back, there's almost this feeling of impulse, like I wouldn't have been so impulsive, or I wouldn't have. My ears are ringing. Why are my ears ringing, spirit guides? I feel like the timelines are constantly changing of like, if this person would reach out and apologize or not, because I think this person shifts, is like, it kind of shifts in their energy a lot. Like, they'll go through phases where they're like, no, I'm definitely going to apologize, and I will, but then the energy shifts again, and it's like, no, better off like back in the past, and then they shift again. And I think that happens when you are coming up in that energy field. You know how everything moves in cycles? I think when they pass that same kind of like when they, you know, when you're like lost in a forest and you pass the same tree twice, I feel like, because this person goes around in circles, this person's just content with kind of like moving on a path that they're on. When they hit that same tree, it's like that memory of you then comes back up again. That's how it is. But that's where the like it's kind of like thinking back to like memories and stuff like that. But I do feel like they think of like, what could they say, how could they reach out, what words would make peace, what words would further push the knife in. I'm hearing it's like, how could I approach it, how would I go about it? And then it's almost like, you know what, nothing I could really say would suffice, I'm just gonna leave it be. And they kind of go, there's a lot of like, I don't know, they're kind of shifty like that. I'm being told they may have a lot of Libra in their chart. They don't have to, because I feel like this person prides themselves on doing the right thing. So when they do something that they believe is the wrong thing, I think they kind of spiral and fester on that, like, shouldn't have done this, why did I do this, wish it would have gone different. And I think you're one of those ghosts there where it's like, that's not how I imagined that to go at all, you know. I'm not going to use them cards because a bunch of them just flopped out, but let me. Okay, pile number 1, please, spirit guys. The ghost of my pile number 1. Who is holding on to my pile number 1's energy, or what are they holding on to now that they're gone? What's this person holding on to my pile number 1's with now that they're gone? We have the Apple, risk and reward. You know, this could have been an opportunity where this person could have really, if this was like a relationship, like this person being with you could have maybe been a bit of a risk. They could have had to move somewhere. They could have had to shift their lifestyle. They could have had to just maybe grow up in a way, or level up, and they just maybe weren't able to do it, and that lack of courage is maybe where that ghost comes in. I do feel like for a lot of you guys it may be more romantic just because of the heart in the apple here. So I feel like, but again, it could be friendship, it could be family member, you know, a family member situation as well, where it's like I wasn't able to level up, or I wasn't able to be that. And I do feel like a level of insecurities do tie in with that thing, because it's like I wasn't enough. And I don't think it was a case of that they weren't enough, it was that they weren't choosing to put enough, they weren't choosing to pour enough into themselves to make a certain leap, or to act a certain way, or to face certain fears, or be courageous in certain aspects. So it then resulted in maybe you not being around. So it's like, I didn't take the risk, so I don't get the reward, you know, with risk and reward here. It's like I didn't, you get the reward if you take the risk, but if you don't take the risk, you know that saying, and it's like, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from winning the game. I feel like this person striked out. I feel like this person just kind of step back, or just, you know, did something that maybe was a lot easier for them at the time, but then later on it's like, oh well, I've kind of missed out. That's what we've got here with the apple card. I'm gonna put that by here, and then what have we got at the back of the deck? Skeleton, strength. Yeah, I feel like this person, like I said about you, you've stood the test of time. They could have maybe even pinned on to you at the time, like, oh, I'm not going to go ahead with this friendship or this relationship or whatever because of X, Y, and Z. I'm hearing chasing highs. So, like, I'm not going to step towards this, or I'm not going to put enough effort into this because maybe this isn't the right path. But I feel like as time's gone on, not that you were trying to prove, but I feel like you've proved that you were a real one. Because there's a level of that it's like, now that I'm zoomed out, I can see better. So it's like when we think of skeletons, that's the last part of the body that's left. That's what I'm being shown with you guys. Like, you stood the test of time. You didn't, like, I don't know, they feel like you've proved something that they didn't see before. I'm hearing birds chirping in the background, so birds may be significant, but it's like you've proved something that they didn't see before. Like I said about, like, you were like a crystal that they weren't able to see the magnitude of, but then as time's gone on and they've learned and they've grown and they've gained wisdom, it's like, oh wait, that was like a really beautiful crystal, and that was probably really expensive. Where did it go? I was careless with it and I lost it. And it's like, oh wow, you know, I underestimated that crystal. Like, that's what's coming through. And with the Five of Cups, like, there's disappointment really with this. If we're going to sum it up to an emotion, it's disappointment. I feel like this person feels disappointed, maybe even disappointed in themselves. I don't think they were always maybe disappointed in themselves. I feel like they've kind of gone back and forth, but I feel like where they are now, it's like, you know what, I could have done that situation better. I could have moved a lot differently here. So yeah, pile number one, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what do they still hold on to now that you're gone. So you can apply this to whoever. If you want to keep it general, you can. And yeah, we're just going to be taking a look at the ghost of you. What are people holding on to? So you guys chose the Comet card. Straight away, like with this card, I want to click my fingers. Like I want to like reference, like, they're either referencing you just being a very fiery person, or you just having a lot of light and burning very bright, or there's a reference of like it came and went. Like, you know when you see like a comet fly by, like it's there and then it's gone? That's what I'm picking up here. But it could be that they're associating you with a time period in their life, or it was a certain friendship, relationship, whatever, that burned very bright and then it was gone before they could even think about it. Because it's almost like you were here and now you're not. Like there's kind of a reference of that coming through. With you, there's an I wonder feeling similar to pile number 1, but this feels more curious. Like, I'm curious as to how it would have went. I'm curious, where would we be now if we were still friends? Where would we be now if we were still in a relationship? Like, where would we be? Yeah. Pile number, you know, like when a comet, you don't know where a comet hits, you're like, I wonder where that ended up. Like, it's like that. It's like, imagine we stayed going on that track, or we kept the flame going, or we kept that fire going. Like, where would we be? What would have happened? Like, there's a curiosity here, but I still feel out of touch, because when you think of a star in the sky or anything in the sky, it's out of touch. So it's like, it's still out of touch, but I wonder about it. Like, what would we be doing now? How would it be now? Let's get in. Pile number 2. The ghost of my pile number 2 is what does this person still hold on to? Now my pile number 2s are gone. I don't think there's too much emotion connected to this. Yeah, we have the Judgment card. I do feel like this person, no matter how short or long this connection was, you know, in the works for, I do feel like this person still has a connection to you. I just wouldn't say there's like a lot of emotional depth, or at least when they think of you, they don't apply emotion to it. It's more so like, and I feel, how do I put this in the words, like, this could even come through as somebody different. You could be asking about somebody else, and somebody different is coming through and being told. Or if you're watching this generally, this is someone you'd be like, oh really, they think of me. Like, that's how this is coming through, because there's a reference of like, that was a vital time in my life and you were there. So like, it's almost like you were a big character, you were a main character in my life at one point. You no longer are a main character, but I wonder what life would be like if you still were. You know when you watch a TV show and your favorite character leaves, and you think, if the character was still there, what would it be like now? Like, that's what is coming through here. Pile number, I keep hearing Madison Beer's song I Wonder, and she's basically singing about her life and how like things like getting better, but she sings like, I wonder why. Like, I don't know, I just keep hearing that, because it's like, I'm wondering what life would be like if you were here now. Like, what would I be like? What would the circumstance be like? Could we have made it work? Like, there's a lot of curiosity. Pile number, and this could be somebody that you had like a long-term friendship with or a long-term relationship with, and for whatever reason you both changed, moved paths, it ended, and then it's like, imagine they were still here, what would it be like? What would the friendship, relationship be like? Pile number 2. What does this person think? What does this person still hold on to about my pile number 2s? I'm hearing love story. We were both young when I first saw you. So you could have met this person when you were really young, or this could have been like a relationship or friendship that happened when you were super, super young. And that's why naturally it was growing pains. You both kind of grew and moved on. So it's like, what would it be like now? I wonder what it would be like. Pile number 2. And then your card's falling on the floor. We have the 9 of Swords. Pile number 2. Oh God. There's almost this feeling like I wasn't in my right mind, or I wasn't prepared for like to be the bestest friend, or to be the bestest like family relation to you. Or I wasn't in the right frame of mind to be the best partner to you. Or we both weren't. Pile number 8 of Wands as well. Queen of Coins at the back of the deck. So this person does genuinely hold you in a high regard. I feel like this person does genuinely see you as a good person, and I think that this person likes a lot of qualities that you possess. I wouldn't say this person constantly keeps an eye on you, but I do feel like this person may wonder about you, and maybe now and again they might pop up on, you know, your social media and check up on you or ask about you, because there's almost like a feeling of like, you know, when you go past that house that's getting constructed and every time you go past it's constructed more, there's a vibe of that. So over this time period that you may have not been in this person's life, they may have seen you grow in certain areas or change or develop in certain areas, and it's like, I like that quality, it's admirable. I like that quality, it's admirable. Like, I like that quality, and they're definitely seeing you as somebody that is kind of golden, but golden to them. Like, I'm looking at you as like, if we're looking at it from a spiritual perspective, and this person could be connected to spirit, it's almost like soul family. Like, you had a big purpose, like that was a big time in my life and you were present for it. So I think that's why they add you into that. You were there for a long period of my time, so you were like a main character. You were somebody that I know I feel comfortable with. You're somebody that I know is a good person. Like, they're very adamant on like, you're a good person. They're very adamant on you're a nice person. They're very adamant that you have really good qualities. There's something about strength and there's something about loyalty coming through. So you could have been very loyal to this person or stood up for this person or really been there for this person when they were going through things. I do feel like with the Karmic card and the warmth that anything, you know, coming to earth brings, like, I feel like there's almost this feeling of like keeping them warm when they were going through their winter. So I feel like maybe when they were going through a lot of pain or going through a lot, I feel like maybe you didn't judge them or you were really holding space for them. So they're kind of referencing that, and they're referencing that you're a good person, 100%. Why is the Seven of Wands here though with the Nine of Swords? It's almost like I didn't have the chance to nurture this situation because of this, and this. Like, this person would have been going through things, or this person would have been really young and life was very fast paced, or this person had like a career that they were having to push forward with, and they were constantly working and never really able to put the time in with you. There's a strong reference to that, meaning like circumstances, or I was going through my own tornado, I was going through my own storm, so I wasn't able to be present, or I wasn't able to bring what I should have, which then I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, so there's like a release and grieving. It's like, I caused this. I'm hearing Britney Spears, every time my weakness caused you pain. So, you know, they could have hurt you, and they could have like upset you, or they could have cause you to go through turmoil, or cause you to go through grief, which they're referencing. And it's like, if I wouldn't have been going through this, or if this wouldn't have happened, how would this situation have ended up? You know, this could have been like a friend, but this friend was going through so much at the time, and they weren't able to show up or be a friend that they knew they could have been, or even like a family member. So it's like, if I could have been, how would that have gone? Because before I could even grab onto it, it plummeted to the ground. Like, it went very quick. This could have been as well a relationship that was like a whirlwind relationship, and maybe there was a lot of intensity and a lot of passion, but because of that, there wasn't a lot of stability that was created within the connection. They're seeing you as somebody very solid with this Queen of Pentacles. They're seeing you as somebody that's very nurturing. They're seeing you as somebody with a good head on your shoulders, meaning that they see you as a safe person. They see you as somebody that is very balanced. They see you as somebody that pours into the right, pours into the right crops so that the right crops grow. I hope that makes sense. Like, you're very, like, you're smart, I feel. So they do see you in a high regard, and I think the ghost of you is like, had that fire kept burning, how would it have gone? Or if we would have taken a different approach, because this could have been like a relationship where if it's a relationship for you guys, this could have been a relationship where this person and yourself may not have understood. You know, when you're young and you always have that one relationship where it's like intense and you just jump in and it's just really intense, and the right, you know, when you start to pour in to a relationship and take your time to nurture it, like, you forget that, and then it kind of burns really high and then blows out. That's how this vibe's coming through. It's like, if we would have taken the approach that I know I take now, what would have been, what could have been, and how would that have gone, you know? So there's a lot of that coming through. Let's pull some more. Pile number 2, the ghost of my pile number 2s. The ghost of my pile number 2s. What is it that this person holds on to with my pile number 2s now that they're gone? I don't think this person has any intention of cropping back up. I'm not gonna lie. We have the Sun card here. I don't think this person has any intention of cropping back up. I don't think this person has any intention of like building again. I mean, they could, but I don't see it. I have to be honest with you, because I don't feel like you're always on this person's mind. I feel like there's moments where you crop it up and this is what comes through. And it could be often, but I do feel like this person's constantly moving, or this person's mind is constantly shifting. So it's like they could think of you 1 hour and then think of something different a second hour. So I feel like it never stays, like again, it's the comment, it never stays long enough for them to make a shift with it. Like they'll think about it for like, let's say an hour and be like, oh yeah, this happened, and what if that could have happened? But then all of a sudden it's like a comet where it hits the ground, it's like straight away they're on to something different. Like their brain's taking them somewhere else and they're thinking of like their 7th birthday party and they've completely forgotten what they were thinking about an hour ago. Like that's how this person moves, I think. And though they have a lot of love for you, and I feel like if they did see you, I'm pretty sure they might approach, or they, you know, there's no hostility here, like there's love. I feel like they do have a lot of love from afar. I don't think they have any intention of like making a change or a shift. They could have, you know, I see them being open to maybe having a heart-to-heart if the opportunity arose, because they seem the type of person to do that, to be honest with you. And they do seem the type of person to take the risk to do that too, but only if the opportunity arose. Like I don't think they'd plan it out and be like, let me reach out to this person. I don't see that. It's more so just like, oh, I remember that, I wonder what it would be like now, I wonder how that would have happened. Or maybe like, you know, falling asleep scenario, like they think of it, like it's that sort of blink and you miss it sort of vibe with this person. There's like no pentacles so far at all. Pile number 2. What does this person hold on to now that my pile number 2s are gone? 2 of Coins. What does this person hold on to now that my pile number 2s are gone? High Priestess. I do feel like there's like an intuitive connection. We have the Devil at the back of the deck. I'm just showing you. I'm not going to show you the actual image because, you know, but we have the Devil. It's graphic, that's why. Yeah, I feel like you were in this person's life when they might have been a bit toxic, or they might have been in a shadow period and had toxic tendencies and didn't know how to move through them, and maybe you gave them grace to a degree, or maybe you just, you know, were a ride or die for them. But I do feel like at one point life put you on 2 different paths, or life just, you know, this did come to an end. They don't think about the end, so I don't know if there wasn't a solid ending, it just phased out, or whether they don't seem the type to think about the end. They're like new. It's like fresh. It's like, what if? I don't think this person ponders too much on like, oh, this happened. Oh, grief. Like, I don't really think they do, because I think that they may be very mutable. So they may have Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius in their chart. I don't think they sit and ponder over like, oh, this happened. I really don't think that they do. And I think this person's somebody that also prefers to look at the brighter side. Like, let's not think of like what may happen when that comet hits the ground. Let's think about watching it go through the sky. That's this type of person. Definitely optimistic, even when they're going through a lot. 100%. And I do feel as well, sometimes they'll see the good in people a lot. Like, this is somebody that does like to see the good in people. I'm not saying they don't have toxic tendencies, because I can see that they have had them and maybe still do. But they like to look at the lighter side, I feel. This person does. Like, oh, well. I'm hearing Lady Gaga's song, I think it's like AA, Nothing Else I Can Say, or something like that. And she's like, there's nothing else I don't know, she's singing about a relationship, and it's just very like lighthearted, and she's like, oh well, there's nothing else I can say, like whatever. That's the song coming through with this pile. But they do have a lot of love for you. Like, I don't think they'd, And this is inwardly though. Like inwardly they have a lot of love for you. Inwardly they know you're a good person. I don't know what they're doing outside of this, but inwardly I do think that there is definitely love there, and I do think they ponder on how it could have been. Two of Coins in the High Priestess. I feel like this person does this a lot, where instead of like going into like a deeper friendship or a deeper situation, or, you know, being responsible, I feel like they're the type to just jump to where it's almost like fill up my cup. Oh, you're bringing me joy. Like the new, the fresh. I'm not stabilizing anything, but they're referencing that you were a stable person in their life. Yeah, I do feel like there's an intuitive connection now. I feel like you may have like 12th house synastry or 8th house synastry, because I do feel like there's some sort of soulful connection, and I feel like there was a time period where you may have learned a lot from this person. Like this could have been heavy at one point. I actually feel like it was, and I feel like you actually had to completely transform from the situation. And I don't think it was this situation, like the connection with you, that they had to transform from. I think it was their own habits and their way of doing things. And I think for a while they were going around in circles. Could still be going around in circles, but they don't seem that focused on that right now. And I'm not really bringing up too much of a change. It's just like, I went this way, you went that way. It's still very light-hearted. One more card for the final card. What is it that this person's holding on to within my pile number 2s? What is it that this person's holding on to? Skull of Light, Illumination. Interesting. This person could have grown. This person definitely could have grown. Back of the deck, Illumination, and then we have we have 2 skulls. We have the Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. Yeah, it's like with the Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots, it's like I back then did not see my own toxicity, or I did not see the way I was moving. I didn't. Now I know, and I know I shouldn't have approached it this way, or I shouldn't have done this, or this person, you know, but I don't even feel like even in the past they looked at you that bad. I feel like they've always kind of seen you as a light, because it's almost referencing like you being this light on the Skull of Darkness, like you are that, but it's almost like I need to reach things for myself. And now that I've reached, they feel like they've reached a certain, I want to say landmark, like they've reached a certain point where it's like, I can see more of my wrongs now, even more, and I know that if I would have approached this friendship or this relationship or this situation that way, it would have been different. And that's where the pondering of like, oh, what will we be doing? What will we be doing right now? What would be happening? And yeah, that's where this comes in. But honestly, I do feel like this person's mind does shift a lot, because they'll think of something and then in an hour it's like, oh, I wonder, you know, where I can get this sandwich from, or I wonder where I can get that from. Like their brain does shift constantly, I feel. Pal 1s, Pal 2s. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys, Pal 2. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading and it resonated. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Pal 3, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at the ghost of you. What does your person hold on to now that you're gone? You can watch this in a general way if you want to. So if you don't have a specific person in mind, you can just see what comes through. That's fine as well. But yeah, let's get straight in. So you guys chose balance. I don't feel like this person has kind of made up their mind either on you, how they feel about you, or how maybe like if a situation caused the breakdown of the situation, they may not fully have solidified how they feel, who was in the wrong. You know how everyone's got in their mind, they've always got to have like the villain and the good guy, like who was the bad one in this situation. Like I feel like this person kind of goes round and round of like, I don't, like 1 minute they may think that you were the hero in the situation, 1 minute they may think you were the villain, or it could be in regards to just like you as a person. Like they might not be able to get their finger on or get their mind on how they 100% have felt, or how they felt about a situation that went down, because I feel like this person sometimes may either compartmentalize things, or they may analyze their emotions rather than feel them. This person could have a lot of air in their charts, or Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. I was going to say Aries then. Aries isn't an air sign, but it just came through, so maybe they have Aries in their chart as well, I don't know. But I feel like this person sometimes struggles with feeling into their emotions and understanding their emotions, I feel. So you guys chose the balance card. I'm gonna start with tarot and we'll get further in, and then we'll pull the oracle cards. So pile number 3. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. What does this person still hold on to? Yeah, I feel unsure. I don't feel like I have a safe place to land in regards to how I'm feeling. So bear with. It might be a bit rocky as I try to stabilize into the energy. Pile number... Oh, and the cards have decided to mirror that by jumping everywhere. I'm actually going to use these, by the way. We have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, I feel the need to use these. We have the 2 of Coins, High Priestess, 6 of Swords, one more card, please, spirit guides. What does this person hold on to now that my pile number 3s have gone? I'm hearing Reckless by Madison Beer, King of Swords, and then we have the Moon at the back of the deck. I feel like every time this person's always in their head, and I feel every time that they come to a conclusion of like how they feel about the situation or how they feel about you, I feel like naturally a tower moment happens, and then they look at something deeper, they find something new every time, and it's like, why did this happen, or why did they move like that, or why, you know, there's a lot of that. I feel like when this person was in your life, I don't think that they had the means to have the most balanced and healthy I don't feel they had the means to have the most balanced and healthy relationship, friendship, whatever it is that you guys shared, because I just feel like there was definitely other priorities that they had in place or in the forefront that they were focused on around the time that you were in their life. They could have been very focused with work. If this was a relationship, you know, they could have been speaking to other people. There could have been like a third party situation, because we do have the 2 of Coins here, so it's like, you're here but I'm almost juggling something else. Or maybe they couldn't make up their mind, because I keep being shown my mind changing constantly. I haven't put my foot on the ground, and I feel like this person, they won't make up their mind until someone else makes up their mind for them. Like they'll keep... I'm being shown somebody on a tightrope with 2 heavy things on each side of their hand. I don't know which way to fall, so I'm just going to allow whichever one is the heaviest to let me go down. It's not that I don't have a preference, I just can't make up my mind. I feel like this person has a hard time making decisions. They may have Mercury in Libra, and that could be playing out in a more low vibrational way. They could have a lot of Libra in their chart, because it's just a lot of air in general, to be honest with you, and I don't think that they feel into their emotions. They could have a lack of water in their chart, or they may not feel comfortable just feeling into their emotions. I keep analyzing everything, but that's what I'm being shown here. Like 2 of Coins, I've got one thing in one hand, one thing in the other hand. I'm not going to make a choice because I like both, or I just don't know. I don't want the repercussions of taking the left one and the right one falling, and I don't want the repercussions of taking the right one and then the left one falling. So it's like I'm struggling to make a choice. I'm just going to wait until somebody steals one of them, or I'm just going to see which one falls through, and then I'm just going to deal with the repercussions then. So I feel like whatever this choice is, because we've got balance here, the yin and yang, whatever this choice was, I feel like either you made it for them or somebody else made it for them in regards to causing there to be an ending here, because there's definitely a no contact situation I'm feeling. I don't see that there's a lot of there's something that kind of came to pass, but they're not making the decision. they're either waiting for somebody else to make the decision, or they're waiting for one of it to fall through. Like, one of these are going to fall through at one point, and then I'll just grab the other one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make a drastic move or decision. Yeah, and you know, like, sometimes where, like, you may be talking to somebody or seeing somebody, and it's like, I don't know, I'm still up in arms, I'm still undecided whether I want this situation to go anywhere, so I don't know, so I'm just gonna wait. But then they're waiting, like, I'm dragging it out, and maybe I'm breadcrumbing, so this person doesn't have a real answer, and then it's almost like the breakdown then of that causes me to make my decision. You know, like, this person might not have told you where their head was at, and you might have had to push and prod that out of them, like, I deserve to be told, like, where I stand or whatever. And then I feel like this person used that. It's like, I'm looking for any minuscule way to crash this just to make an easier decision, because I've got myself in a pickle, like, I've got myself in a mess. Yeah, this may very well have been a two-sided, like a third party type of situation, and I don't think that they had any idea of which way it was going to go. It was just going to be who was, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of like the easier route, which one isn't going to crash and burn first, which one is going to keep drifting with me until something solidifies. Like, that's how honestly this feels. Like, if this was a connection, this person could have told you, let's go with the flow, let's go with the flow. I feel like this person likes other people to make their decisions. Let's be in a relationship. Let's, you know, go do this. Let's go do that. This person likes the other person to do that. They like to coast. They like to coast because they don't like... Why don't I like making decisions, though? It's not even coming through. Like, I'm not even tapping into it. Why don't they like making decisions? Let's pull into it. Why didn't this person want to make a decision? And it doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be like a friendship situation where they may not have been pulling their weight, or like a family situation too. But there's something about loyalty, and something about, like, I've said that I do. Like, it could be something so little as, like, I told this person I'd show up to their birthday, but I told this person I'd show up to their birthday, and I don't know what to do, and I'm not giving either of them an answer. So whichever one causes the most fuss, I'll tell them that I'm not going, and I'll go to the other one. Like, it seems like that. Like, where is it coming from? Why are they not making decisions for themselves? I just want to pull two cards to see why. And you notice how I want to pull two cards is like yin yang, balance, yes, no. Why doesn't this person like to hang on, sorry guys, I'm like, I've never sit like this on my chair, but my legs are kind of like cross-legged, and I was just in a weird position. Two cards, please, spirit guide. Why didn't this person want to make a decision? Why did they avoid making a decision? What? This person's a bit irresponsible. Don't want to hurt anyone. Don't want anyone to not like me. Don't want to cause a fuss. Yeah, we've got the King of Wands and the Three of Swords as to why they don't want to. It's like, I don't want to hurt anyone. It's almost like a bit of people pleaser energy. I don't want to hurt one person by going to the other person's event. Or I don't want to hurt, like, I like this person and I like this person, and I don't want to hurt either. So it's like, I don't know which decision to make. So whichever one causes the fuss, I'll just go to the other one. It's just making my life easier. That honestly, I don't like it, but that's what's coming through. It's coming from a people-pleasing tendency of, I don't want to hurt this person, I don't want to hurt this person, I don't want to cause a fuss here, but I know whatever decision I make is going to cause a fuss, but I'm trying to avoid it for as long as I can. And hopefully, if I avoid it for as long as I can, one of them will end up making the decision for me. What's the back of the deck? The Moon again. Like, this person as well could have told white lies or like bent the truth. So if they weren't fully lying, but they bent the truth. And I feel like this is why this person has a hard time debating whether you were the good person or the bad person, because it's like they still can't make a decision. And because they've webbed themselves in bending the truth, they don't know. It's like I'm avoiding saying certain things so that you don't call me out. But me avoiding saying those things, it's kind of being manipulative, because it's like I'm avoiding questions and I'm avoiding the truth, so that you don't ask. So if you don't ask, then you don't know. And then when you ask about it, like, I'm gonna deny it. Do you get what I mean? Like, that they're creating webs. Like, they don't even know, and they're creating webs to the point that they're even bending the truth to themselves. Like, well, if I do this, then I'm not doing anything wrong. Or if I show up here for 5 minutes, or if I show up there for 5 minutes, I'm not doing anything wrong. Or again, if this was a third party situation, because this person's a juggler. This person's a juggler, right? It's like, well, if I say this to this person and I say this to this person, but I don't take a leap here and I don't take a leap here, then I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah. This person made a mess. This person made a mess. This is very eventful here. Pile 1 and 2 were very matter of fact. This is like, even I can't make sense of this. There's webs everywhere. The way I'm being shown is like cobwebs, like energetic cords, like a spider trying to trap all the flies, but instead traps himself. This person does not listen to their intuition either. This person kind of gets ahead of themselves. 6 of Swords and King of Swords. See, this is why they're getting wrapped in webs, right? They'll go, well, I had to make that decision because, you know, there had to be a change, or there had to be a shift, or I had to make that decision. But then they'll double back on themselves and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I should have, or maybe I should have gone the other route, or I should have done it differently. Like, that was me. But then the next minute they go, no, that was that person. If they would have just waited a little longer, like, and they kind of go back and forth of like, that they're the villain. Oh no, I kind of was but they're the villain. And they go again, it's like I'm cycling. I'm still not making a decision. The decision's already been made. They are elsewhere. They still haven't made the decision. You're somewhere else now. They are either with the decision that they've made or moved on again. But they still haven't made the decision, even though it's already been made. Make that make sense. I can't make that make sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's like, imagine now you have chocolate chip Ben & Jerry's and you have cookie dough Ben & Jerry's, and you really don't know what you want, but you can only have one, right? You can only have one. And I don't know what I'm doing, and they're starting to melt. And what happens is, the cookie dough, it melts so much that it goes through the tub and onto the floor. My decision's been made. So I'm walking and I'm eating the chocolate fudge, and I'm going, well, the decision's been made, I'm eating the chocolate fudge. But as I'm walking, even an hour later, I'm going, I don't know, see, I think I might have preferred the cookie dough. What if I would have had the cookie dough? Did I really want the chocolate fudge? Or, well, you know what, the cookie dough, it's best I didn't eat it because it went through anyway. But I don't know, I could have had, and it's like, the cookie dough's gone. The sun dried it up. You are somewhere else. You've even eaten the chocolate fudge and you're on to, what other flavors they have? Fish food. I don't know, whatever other flavors they have. Caramel cookie core, whatever it is. You're on another flavor now, or you could still be, you know, you still got your chocolate fudge and you put it in the freezer. Why are you still going back and forth on which one you wanted? It's been hours. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where we're at. And this is where the ghost of you comes in. Because you are the cookie dough then. You know, it's like, they don't know. And they're still, it's like I'm scratching my head. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's pull 3 more cards, because I did that for the other piles. Very indecisive. Actually, I would go so far as to say, in regards to anything I've ever channeled and read within anyone or anything, this is the most indecisive energy I've ever tapped into. Because they still don't know. Like, I keep saying, well, what's the ghost of them? What are you thinking of? And I don't know. And it's like, okay, right, well, all right then. Pile 3. And it's like I'm trying to justify that I waited so long and that the ice cream went through. I'm like, yeah, well, they should have made thicker tubs. They should have made thicker tubs so the ice cream couldn't fall through. You know what? They should have, like, you know, made the ice cream, you know, a lot more thicker so it wouldn't have gone through then, shouldn't they? Well, they should have. But all the while, I'm still wanting the cookie. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just... I don't know. I'm going to keep going around in circles, so I'm just going to pull some more. Pile 3. The ghost of my pile number 3s. Like, to look at it from this perspective, it's funny. Like, it's like, oh my god, this is so silly. Like, because I think this person's done this so many times in their life. They just coast and let people make decisions for them. However, when it comes to actually hurting people and not making moves and allowing this to happen, then it's not funny, you know? Then it's not funny at all. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords reversed. The ghost of my pile. Yeah, I feel like this person could make their mind up for a while, and I think that they were, because I'm being shown a spider in a web, and I want to say they did like you, by the way. They did like you. It was never about, I don't like this person. If that was the case, there wouldn't have been a non-decision to be made. Do you know what I mean? They obviously did, because they couldn't make their mind up. Like, they wouldn't have picked that ice cream up if they didn't like it, you know, and have the decision to be made. But with the 8 of Swords reversed, what I'm being shown is a spider not knowing what fly to eat first, going back and forth to the point that the web has become so moist that one of the flies got away. And I feel like that's what you are, the one that got away, like the fly that managed to release itself. Like, I'm not waiting around. Like, I'm really not. You're just, this is ridiculous. Pile number... Could have been emotionally unavailable if this was a partner. 10 of Wands. I feel like you've been releasing this. Pile number 3. The ghost of my pile number 3s. What are they still holding on to? I mean, kind of everything, because then it's a missed opportunity. And with this person being indecisive, even about choices that have been still made, I don't think you're the only person. I think this person thinks back to a lot of, like, could have done this, should have done this, would have done this, but I didn't make the leap. Like, they can make little decisions, I feel. It's just the big ones where there's a shift taking place. It's like, I don't want to make that decision. I don't want to make that shift. 4 of Cups reversed, and the back of the deck we have the 10 of Swords. Either the universe or you would have made this decision for them and was just like, look, I'm not, you know, I see you guys being like, I'm not wasting around. Like, I'm not playing about. I'm not doing this. I'm worth more than this. Make your decision. Or again, it could have been the universe, like, pick a path. Pick a path. And you know how the universe likes to make us pick a path. You know what I mean? They bring that shift in, and I feel like that may have happened. 10 of Wands with the 4 of Cups reversed. They avoid even feeling into things at times, because it's just like, I'm going to keep it here. It's like, even, like, I'm being shown a meal in front of me, and it's like, I'm going to keep it there for as long as I can before I eat it, so I can savor it. Like, I want to have my cake and eat it too, sort of thing. Like, I want to savor it. Like, I want to savor it. I don't want to make the big decision because I don't want it to be over. I don't want to make that big decision because what if it falls through? What if I need to change things? What if I need to level up then? Like, and I'm in my head then, because I'm thinking of all the things of how it can go wrong, and of all the things of how it can go right, but what shifts would happen. And it's almost like I'm trying to avoid feeling, like the feeling. I'm avoiding it. I'm avoiding the feeling of that level up. I'm avoiding the feeling of that shift. I'm avoiding the feeling of, and I'm making it harder for myself then, because the more I'm anticipating, the more the feeling adds up, and it's like the boogeyman, you know? That's what I'm seeing with these cards here. And I feel like you just were like, look, I'm off. I'm going. I'm evolving from this situation. I'm all for black and white. I'm all for yin and yang. I'm all for balance. But this is just, yeah. And also, if this was somebody that put you in a third party situation, or put you in a situation where there was a choice to be made, like, to that degree where it could have hurt you, like, that's not right. That's not right. You know? We need to think, this person gets so wrapped up in hurting other people's feelings that they hurt people's feelings. This person gets so wrapped up in people pleasing people that people become very displeased with them. That's what happens here with this person. Yeah. Pile number 3. The ghost of pile number 3's first card that just went boom. Here you go. Of course. Right. So we have the Bambrak. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it's sweetness and synergy, right? Now, if you read the card or you read about this, basically what they do is they bake like a cake or like a pie. And they'd put things in it. They'd put like a key. They'd put a ring. They'd put like different objects inside. They'd cut the cake. Whoever, this is the thing, a choice is being made for them. The cake would be cut. If you ended up with a ring inside your slice, you may get married soon or in the next year. If you ended up with a coin, you might get wealth. You know, if you ended up with something else, it might be bad luck. I can't remember the other ones, but it would be bad luck. The fact that this card came out shows that it's like, I'm waiting for my dinner. I'm not going to go make it myself. I'm waiting for an opportunity to come into my hand. I'm not going to make it myself. I'm waiting for somebody this person, if it was like a relationship or something like that, this person could have had a parent that really took responsibility off them and just did everything for them. So, you know, it's like, who's going to take responsibility for me moving forward? Like, that's kind of how this is coming through here. Because I'm just seeing somebody with that napkin and that tucked into their top, waiting for their piece of this to see what they're getting, instead of actually like going out and finding somebody to marry or going out and creating wealth. It's like, I'm going to wait for somebody to tell me what I'm going to get. You know, it's like this decision's being made again. And then we have midnight, the most magical hour of all. Interesting. I'm hearing Taylor Swift, Meet Me at Midnight, when she sings that at the beginning of Lavender Haze. In the song Midnight Rain, she sings, because this could be like a song that connects. What does she sing? He was sunshine, I was midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain, chasing their fame. And in that song, and again, even in that album Midnights, because she talked about like, it was, because I got into Taylor Swift. Remember I said I was feeling Taylor Swift? I ended up getting into her. I really like her songs now. Basically, when she created the album Midnights, it was basically on nights like she couldn't sleep. So she'd like write out things that kept her up at night. So like her mind was kind of going. So I feel like you are that for them. Like, I really wouldn't have minded the cookie dough. Maybe now that I'm thinking about it, the cookie dough would have been nice. Now that I've had a lot of the chocolate chip, maybe I want to have some cookie dough. Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Like, I don't think this person still made up their mind of who or what you are to them. I think it's because they're not feeling their feelings. They're analysing everything. And I feel like this person tries to avoid big decisions. And for something, they're almost referencing that there was a big decision. You'll know that better than me, but they're referencing it. And to be honest with you, it could be so minuscule to you, but to them it was huge. Because they keep going over it in their minds. This is a big decision. That's what they keep bringing up. But I feel like whatever happened would have had you out of their life, or this could have been a third party situation. Yeah. So pile 3. That is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading and it resonated. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if it did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at the ghost of you, what your person still holds on to now that you're gone. So you guys chose the Jester card. I do feel like there's I see somebody looking to you for inspiration, looking to you for like light, looking to you for confidence. That's how I feel this person's coming through. Like, I feel like you were somebody that was very sunny or very light in their life. And I think that's the memory that they have of you. But I do feel like when I tap into your person, there's almost like a closed off energy. So it could be that this person's just genuinely very closed off in general, doesn't show their emotions, doesn't show their feelings. Or it could be that this person, in a prideful way, may hide how they feel or keep up like a poker face, you know? That's what I'm getting from that card. So let's pull some tarot and get in. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. Yeah, I'm looking to you for inspiration. I'm looking to you for almost excitement. I'm looking to you for fun. Or I'm looking back to you in regards to like certain memories that were fun to me. I'm looking back to you for that lightheartedness, that warmth. Yeah, pile number 4. Oh, we have the star that just popped out. Let me cover it up, but we have the star. Star. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. The ghosts of my pile number 4s. What do they hold on to? Yeah, I feel like this person got a lot of inspiration from you, or took a lot of inspiration from you, to be honest with you. 100%. But I just don't feel like they would announce that or say that. Pile number 4. The ghost of my pile number 4s. What is this person holding on to? King of Wands. What is this person holding it on to? Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Did you walk away from this person? I feel like some of you guys did step away, walk away from this person. Because I almost feel like I'm not being taken seriously. We have the 7 of Wands at the back of the deck. You may have argued with this person because it's almost a defense mode. It's almost like I need to have a poker face. I can't show my actual feelings here. You know, when we look at the 7 of Wands, he's like up, like battling. It's like he's on a pedestal, but he's kind of like battling there. It's almost like that's also how they're viewing you. There's almost like an event that I'm being taken to where there would have been like an argument, or you would have told this person off or said something, because I do feel like that plays on their minds. Or it could have been something that they did where you went into defensive mode, so that could play on their mind as well. So that's like fragments here that I'm picking up. But in general, I feel like in regards to the ghost of you, whatever this connection was, I feel like this person, there's a lot of warmth here. Let me just move my because Veda wants to come down off the thing and I don't want it to fall. Jump down, sweetheart. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, there's kind of like this feeling of, now you can see where all the hair comes from. Yeah, there's kind of this, no matter what this connection was, I feel like this person got inspiration from you. I think that you were a joy to be around. I keep being taken to humor, meaning that you guys, there could have been like certain things you said that this person found really funny, but I do want to reference a parent, like this person repeating you. Like you could have told a joke and then this person could have gone into another place and told that same joke, because it's almost like I'm being influenced by you. I like the things that you're wearing, I like the things that you're doing. I'm just keeping a poker face and you don't need to know about it. So whatever the situation was, it's almost like the ghost of you not only is things that maybe they adapted to that are of your influence. Like you could have told this person, oh, this moisturizer is better, and then they could still use that moisturizer. Or you could have told this person, doing your hair like this, that helps, and then that person does that. You know, this app helps, or this does this, or this does that. It's like there's a lot that you've influenced them with, which is the ghost of you, that they have in their physical life. There may be terms and terminology or words or music that you introduce them to. I'm hearing Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo, and she says, I'm sure she says something like, do you know, like, does she know that it was me who introduced you to like Billy Joel or something like that? I'm sure the song was Deja Vu, or it could have been Trader, I don't know. I think it was Deja Vu. But yeah, there's like a reference of that. So you come up in a lot of ways physically for them, because I feel like you have physically implemented yourself by them just taking influence from you. Like between, I'm being shown books, so like books that they read, or even advice, you know, advice in everyday life. I feel like they may still take on your advice, so that's why you're showing up for them. But I am also being shown like there's something about your humor or your mannerisms or the way that you're speaking. There's a spark that you have where it's like, I'm going to try and mimic that moving forward. So they would say, like, I keep being shown somebody repeating words. So you could have said something to this person would then repeat that on. So your influence is showing through there, because I do feel this person was inspired by you, whether they said it or not, to be honest with you. But I do feel like this person does keep a poker face, and it's almost like for some reason I don't want to let you know the impact that you had on me. Like I could, but I don't want to. And it's kind of coming through like a prideful thing that they're stuck in. They still see you in this light energy. I feel like they may even check your social media from time to time, may even still take on your advice or still look to you for a level of inspiration. It could be in regards to the things that you wear, but if this was a partnership, again, it could be just moves you're making. You could have started a business, they could be thinking of starting a business. Like there's a lot of that because they're taking inspiration from you, and I feel like a lot of what they do still may have influences of you there. That's where the ghost of you is coming in. But when I tap into them, there's like a shield over me. Like I'm hearing, okay, you may have been drawn to two piles, because there was a pile where Olivia Rodrigo came through really strong, and Olivia Rodrigo's coming through a lot here as well. So you may have been drawn to two piles, or it could just be, I know she just dropped an album, so maybe your influence is just in the collective, I don't know. But she had a song on her album called Lexi, and she sings, I'm hidden in plain sight, like I'm watching you hidden in plain sight. And basically the song is, I think she's speaking about like the other woman, and she's kind of like referencing that she checks up on that woman, and she checks up on what they're up to and what they're doing. And you know, she says like, I'm watching hidden in plain sight. So this could even be who you're asking about, or you could be asking about somebody, but then somebody around them comes through. Like this is somebody that maybe shouldn't be checking up on you, but kind of gets inspiration from you or looks up to you in that sort of way. This could be like a situation where you were in a relationship and this could be the other person. It could be that. But then again, it could be like a friend or a family member, and they just do look up to you, because I keep hearing Lexi from, you know, the Olivia Rodrigo song. That's how I would describe how they're feeling. Because it's like, I'm almost comparing, and you have a light that I would like to mimic. And again, if this is a partner that you're asking about, it's like, again, it's still comparing. You still have a light that they like, and they kind of want to be like you could have been somebody that was very confident, so it's like, I want to be confident too. I'm hearing Madison Beer's song Showed Me How I Fell in Love, and she kind of sings about like wanting to be like the person she's fallen in love with, and mimicking and watching what they do so she can do it too. So that's kind of coming in here. Yeah, I do feel like this person does think to you like that, and you could genuinely help this person as well, like, you know, fashion things and whatever it is that you put on social media. It could be in regards to your career. I don't know why I've been shown a lake with ducks, so it could be like scenery or photography or something like that. Like this person could be looking to you there and getting inspiration off you there, or you could still be that light, like, oh, I wish we were doing that together, I wish I was on that walk with you, that scenery looked nice. Like it could literally be like that. Like I either want to insert myself in with you, or I want to be like you. That's where that's coming in. Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo Deja Vu and Olivia Rodrigo Lexi is coming through very, very strong. Let's pull some more cards. Pile number 4. Pile number 4. Oh, what have we got? 7 of Cups. Oh, Beta's back up looking in the window. Pile number 4. What is the ghost of my pile number 4s? I'm being shown a screenshot of a picture on someone's phone. So you could have wrote something. I'm being shown a text. So somebody screenshotting something to read it. Or screenshotting an image to analyze it or something like that. Pile number 4. 8 of Wands. Again, though, and I always say this, it's when people are drawn to people like that, it's never really anything that they do. It's their aura and their energy that can't be mimicked. Yeah, 3 of Cups. This could be coming through as more than one person. This could be more than one person that's checking through here. And again, with the Three of Cups, this could be somebody that was put in a third party situation with you and then look into there. Or this could be, because again, I'm thinking of deja vu. So this could be somebody that you could be asking about a partner, but who's coming through instead of the partner is the other person that they're with now, or like their ex or something like that. The reason I'm saying that is deja vu literally talks about how, like, you were with me and now you're with that person. Do you get deja vu because you're making them do all the things that we used to do, sort of thing. So that's what I'm getting here, which is quite interesting. But again, it could literally just be a friend who really liked your influence and liked what you had to say and was really drawn to you and kind of wanted to be like you, maybe lacked some confidence and felt like they were inspired. There, Ace of Swords at the back of the deck. It's like you're the generator of like information on news. It feels you're the generator of like what tips are we doing next. Like, I'm being shown somebody on TikTok talking about like eyeshadow, so I don't know if you guys have TikTok or something like that, but it's like that's where I hear the Lacey song, watching Hidden in Plain Sight. Like, I'm still looking up to you, or you have things that I don't have that I would like, or I'd like to be like you so that I can have this sort of energy or charisma. Like, that's what's coming through here. Like, the ghost of you could be feeding into somebody's current relationship or current friendship dynamic, or like this could even be as simple as, this is a friend from the past, this friend still brings you up, oh, when I went here with this person, when I did this with my pal fours, and this person's like, well, who is this person they keep bringing up? And they've gone on social media, found you and gone, oh, that person is pretty cool, oh cool, and then, you know, kind of having a nose. It could be as little as that, you know, having a little sweep and check of that, and then getting inspired by something you've said and done and going, oh, this person's really cool. You know, it's kind of like that. It could be as simple as that, but then it could get deep. Yeah. Let's pull your final card. Pile number 4, the ghost of my pile number 4s. Pile number 4. I think I'm going to add songs to this reading because I just have had a lot of songs come up. But I'm going to add Lacey in because I feel like that's more representative of like this energy. But Deja Vu is another one that I would definitely check out. But I'll add the link to Lacey because I feel like that is a song that makes more sense and is fitting for this pile. And it's coming up a lot. Like, I'm hearing her sing it. Pile 4. Bit juicy, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a juicy topic. We have Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Interesting. Why do we have that card? Happiness in our hearts and homes. It's your warmth. You know when you sit around the fire in the winter and there's like that warmth? It's your warmth, and I think it's your light that I think this person's very drawn to. It's like, I want to sit and listen like a jester. Like, I want to sit and listen and you know. You could post really fun things on social media. You could just be a very fun person. Or again, it just could be just your energy and your charisma, you know. Yeah, we have winter at the back, the sacred of pausing. The sacredness of pausing. That's what we have at the back of the deck. So this person may be feeling a little insecure, and then they're looking to you for inspiration or warmth, or they like your inspiration or warmth. Or again, if this was like a partner or something like that, and you're no longer in their life, it's like, this person taught me all of these things and I'm passing them through, and then you could be acting out then as the ghost for other people in their life now, because it's like your influence is still there. I think you were a big, who was the original person. I feel like there was because I almost feel there's an original person and then there's a byproduct of that situation, which your energy has fed into without you realizing. Because it's like your words are I feel like somebody's words are being repeated. Something somebody said, like a compliment somebody's given is being repeated, or you said something and someone's going, oh, this, my pal number 4 said this before, or pal number 4 did this, or pal number 4, me and my pal number 4 did this. Or they could have done research and been aware, like, oh, we're doing this, but this person did this with that person before. So there's that mirroring and that kind of like, you're lingering. That's the ghost energy coming through. Interesting. So pile number 4, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.